Hello everyone, what's cooking all you good-looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting, tantalizing episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location, a very cool location that I do not really have any idea where it could be. Now, if there's a few things to go on, but not really. I mean, there's bicycles, but these bicycles don't really help. Oh my god, this is actually a really clear picture. I didn't notice. Wow, usually it's much less clear than this if you zoom in. Oh my god, there's a language here too. Oh, lordy. I could go on some of that. In fact, looking at this, I'm kind of feeling like this is Russia. But this would be... Actually, no, this is on the other side of the street, so... Yeah, I guess it is. It is Russia. That's all. Well, it kind of sucks that I saw that clue because I didn't notice. There's no way you guys could have seen it. I was gonna say, looking at these bicycles, I was just gonna say they're bicycles, but they kind of look like mountain bikes. So we're not in one of those like road bicycle heavy places that people cycle a lot in, I guess. But maybe we are. Who knows? I guess. Since the picture is so clear, I kind of got to cheat. What I was going to say was, one thing I do notice is that the bottom of these trees are a lot paler. Either they're painted white, or maybe they painted white and it sort of faded away since the last little while. And that's something that that I see in this part over here of Europe. I'm doing a big broad circle because don't really ask me. I usually think of like Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia as doing that kind of stuff, but I guess you would see it also in Poland and maybe some other countries as well. Czech Republic, Hungary, maybe Slovakia. But I guess you may also see this in Russia, which looks like is perhaps where we are. Do I have anything really to go on as to, you know what? You know what? Instead of saying Russia, because you know, Russia is Russia. But since we're in a still picture, I think it'd be a great time to say we're in the Ukraine. Because, you know, if there's one thing we know about Ukraine, it's they love taking pictures. So why don't we go and say that that's where we are. Ukraine, that sounds like a fun thing to me. Ukraine, let's go and say we're kind of near Russia, kind of like over here. Sure. Kind of near Kiev, but let's go in Shosta. Let's say that's where we are. Or Shostka. Sure, all right. That sounds good to me. Let's make the guess. It was Russia. Russia proper. Down over here near Georgia in Azerbaijan. So, what are these mountains called? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't actually know what these mountains here are called. Anyways, there's like a sort of a border here. Between what and what? Maybe it's it's probably a disputed border of some sort. And oh yeah, no, hold on. Is it like one of them is South Ossetia and the other one is this one is the other one, right? This one is the one. I think it starts with an A or something, and South Ossetia is the one that's over here. Is it marked on this map at all? No, that one's not, but this one maybe. I forget. Anyways, I don't know too much about, you know, that kind of stuff, but there you go. I forget. I think I just saw it not too long ago on some kind of video. We're in a place called Grozny. Sure, Grozny, right over here in Russia. Well, that's very, very cool. 21, 22 points is what I got. Hopefully some of you guys did better. All right, here we are. In today's daily challenge location, a nice little area by the water. Got some bicycles and backpacks and what looks to be some nice, I'm going to say exotic trees, but to be honest, depending on where you live in the world, these could very well be very mundane. But for me, who lives in Canada, you don't see too many trees like this, so these are nice. Trees that look kind of like this, you know. This could be anything. You could see trees like this. But anyways, this isn't the tree show. No, this is GeoGuessr, and this is today's daily challenge. And what you guys have to do is guess where in the world you think we are. Now, there's a reason why I'm not turning around, and I'm going to do it in a few moments, and that is to reveal the big clue that's behind me. I have a feeling that this might be easy to get the exact location, but spoiler alert, I do not know where this is at all. So why don't we take a look and try and see what does this ring any bells to any of you? It looks familiar to me, but it doesn't. I don't know where in the world this is. I know where something that looks relatively similar yet much more spectacular is. in the world. But you know, you can't say much more spectacular. Really, this is still a very, very beautiful place regardless, and I would love to go here. I mean, you can just take a nice bike ride right to here and just kind of hang out. I mean, that's super fun. Maybe it's not like a super exotic place that you have to travel like hours and hours to. Maybe there's like a city nearby and people can just take a nice bike trip to here. God, could you imagine that? That would be very, very nice. So do any of you guys know where in the world this is? I sure don't. This is a daily challenge. What you guys have to do is put down where in the world you think this is. Whether you know or not, it doesn't really matter. It's always fun to make a guess. So put it down in the comment section below, and much like in the section you just saw, I'm going to make a guess in tomorrow's episode as to where I think this is, and put down in the comment section of that video whoever guessed closest. So if you would like to win the glory of knowing you are the person who answered first or answered correctly, then put that comment down in the comment section below, slam your fingers on your keyboard, and tell me where you think this location is in the world. All right, welcome back, and here we are in the main section of today's video, and let's explore the world together. That's the, well, it didn't really say together, but let's explore the world. You and I embark on a journey. I don't think I've ever read this. Embark on a journey that takes you all over the world, from the most desolate roads in Australia to busy, bustling streets of New York City. You know where we've been to New York City before, but not often. So, and I don't think in a random location. I think it was only a seeded challenge, which is not what I call it. Maybe I should call it. No, that's right. A viewer challenge is fine. I just don't want to use the word challenge anymore. Maybe I should call it a viewer seed. I'm gonna think about that. I don't like that. All right. Well, there you go. 3 minutes on the clock. We're gonna do a standard world challenge. I mentioned Sweden, United States, United Kingdom, Japan, St. David's. Oh, I did get them right when I mentioned them, I think, in yesterday's episode. I tried to remember which one the challenges were, and I think I did say Sweden, United States, United Kingdom, Japan. And I don't know if I mentioned St. David, and then I said World Cup. So, okay, that's very cool. Of course, we're going to do a world challenge because it's just more fun. And start new because, oh, wow, we're in a still picture. Okay, this is going to be next to impossible. I mean, I'm usually very wrong in daily challenges, and this is just like one of those. All right, this isn't a super clear picture. We've got people walking in a field of what appears to be grass. I don't really know. It could be something else. Lots of small, well, not small, lots of similar-looking houses is what I want to say. One with a satellite dish over there. It's got a sort of a dirt road, big rolling hills of grass and no trees. That's something I should probably keep in mind as I make this guess, that there aren't really any trees here. We also have what appears to be like just a van with a license plate that's not a European license plate, although I think we're relatively close to Europe or in Europe. Maybe not, though. Hard to tell. Sort of these rolling hills. We could be somewhere like Russia. We could be in Ukraine, although this doesn't look like anything I've seen in Russia or Ukraine. Where isn't... I think we're relatively north because of the lack of trees. We're not in North America. We are not in Norway. I don't think... No, this isn't Iceland either. This is a road, something along the lines of maybe Ukraine, Belarus, or Russia, if I had to guess. It could be Kazakhstan. I don't really know much about Kazakhstan. Does it have hills like this? It might have. I don't think this is Mongolia. Mongolia does, though. You know, Mongolia is not an awful guess. Should I say we're in Mongolia? I mean, the hills kind of look appropriate for Mongolia now that I'm thinking about it. That's not too bad of a guess. We got 1 minute and 5 seconds. Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure, that's really weird. Why don't we say we're like northwest of Ulaanbaatar. Sorry, there you go. Make the guess. Let's see how wrong I am. Okay. I mean, I didn't mention the country, so I guess fault on me. Would never have guessed Armenia had such rolling hills as that. Rolling treeless hills. I would have guessed we were a little bit further north. Not that Mongolia is much more north, but it's sort of more isolated. And from what I've seen in Mongolia, it does have big rolling grassy hills, although those hills weren't necessarily that round. Armenia, I would have never guessed, honestly. Never, wouldn't have guessed. So there you go. Okay, I'm not beating myself up too bad over that one. Honestly, could have done much worse. Let's go see if we can track down this car or another car, and see if we can get a clue about its location. We got a Volvo over here, which a Volvo, European plates, I believe. We are in Scandinavia or somewhere like that. Perhaps Finland, perhaps Sweden. I don't necessarily think we're in Norway, although that is possible. Let's take another look at this vehicle here. And do we... Oh, you know what? This is not an EU plate, actually. This is, from the look of it right here, you can see it's definitely not. This is... So it's not an EU plate. Okay, well, let's go look at some writing. Can we see some writing on the walls? That would be very useful. Okay, let's go take a look at this sign. More cholesterol. Okay, more cholesterol. I would feel I'm penching, which isn't actually. I'm leaning. Is the word I was thinking of. I'm leaning a lot more towards Norway. I think Norway would be a good guess on this one. Although there was that car with the EU plates. You never really know. Although, you know, it's not like that always sort of throws me off. Okay, yeah, that's just a regular. That just has sort of non-EU plates. None of that blue. Yeah, none of that blue on that one. All right. Feeling more and more like should probably zoom out. That was really zoomed in. There's like a school over there. Usually, like schools have flags on them, so maybe we can see that. Now, there's a flag of what? Sweden. Okay, well, I can't ignore that. I've got to go with Sweden then. Because we've got a Swedish banner, and that pretty much just a banner flag. I'm not really sure if that's what they really go by, but that's what I call them, and that's pretty much like we can't not go with that clue. But since you know we did see a lot of Norway stuff, why don't we say we're near Norway? Do we have a? No, we don't want to go there. I don't want to go too. How far north do I think we are? Let's say like right here isn't too bad, or like I don't know. Sure, like right around here, Toby N. Let's make the guess. And no, it was a little bit more north than that in Sweden, in a place called Sollefteå. Okay, that's where we were. We got Industrial Road or something like that. I don't know what. I can't really name any of these other roads. But there you go. I mean, we were definitely in Sweden, right above the word. 39 of 60 points. It's not too bad. But this might not be great, although we are in either the US or Mexico. It's hard to tell. I think we're going to find out right here, though. That's mile marker number 7. I'm imagining we are 7 miles from where? That's a really good question. 7 miles from the border between Mexico and the U.S. So that's a possibility. 7 miles within, what is that? Aztec Creek? Well, if that's what that's called, that sounds about right, honestly. This is going to be called Aztec Creek. I'm going to say we're a little bit closer to Mexico than saying in Nevada, which is my other possibility. We can be in... I know. I think this is the Texas-Mexico border. Looks a little bit more like this. Although maybe the New Mexico-Mexico border looks similar to this. I think actually in Texas is a lot more. Well, the mountains like that is really what makes me think it is. These mountains in the distance over here, that feels right to me. We're still on this road over here. We can continue going and hopefully find something. I don't really know if we are. It'd be pretty tough to see anything. So what do we got? We have a vehicle. Sure, we do have a vehicle. Do you have anything to say? Not really. What is the vehicle going to have on it anyways? So let's just continue going. Who knows where we could be? Let's keep on going down the road. Maybe we're in Oregon. I swear to God, if we're in Oregon, that's too much if we're in Oregon. But I really don't think we are. I think this is a pretty safe bet to say we're not in Oregon on this one. So let's keep on moving out. Do we got something over here? Speed limit 65. Okay, well, that's good. 65 miles an hour you can drive. That's good. Keep people driving fast. What do we got? Icy conditions exist. Well, fuck. Icy conditions? Shit, I don't know. Okay, Nevada, I guess. On Nevada, I don't know. Sure, Nevada right here on this Highway 95 leading from our favorite state, Oregon. Fine, let's go. Let's go right here. Let's make the guess. I mean, I have no idea. Oh, okay. We were wow. Geez, look at this. Right near this sort of junction between these four states: New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Colorado. Icy conditions exist here. Sure. I mean, I guess we were near Teknos Pos. Wow, I don't really know what to make of that, but there you go. I mean, that's where we were. Still 890 kilometers away, 2797. Next round. Well, what do we got here? We've got something like Canada or the US. Okay, we're either in Canada or in America. Not sure which one. It's one of the two. So voila. Let's keep on going right on down and see what else there is. So, can we see much more? Nope, we sure can't. All right, well, while I try and look for some clues, yeah, I don't even know where the heck I was going with this. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. Something interesting that happened today. I guess oh, okay, minimum 90. I guess that means we're in Canada. Okay, well, here you go. Very conflicted as to who to go for in. Who to cheer for in the pairing of Mexico and the Netherlands on whenever on I guess the first elimination stage or whatever the hell you call that, the round of 16. Is that what they call it? I don't really know because again. There you go. That's one of the things that happened today is that all got sorted out, right? I mean, Netherlands was a pinch, but I guess the figuring out whether or not it was going to be first or second was figured out. It was what was it? I forget. It was Netherlands and who that went against each other, but it was Mexico, Croatia, right? Mexico won, making it Brazil and Mexico. Mexico is going to be going against Netherlands, and I'm not really sure. I don't really remember exactly what the other team. What the hell was it? It was Netherlands and Chile. No, yeah, Netherlands and Chile went together, and Chile lost. Netherlands won. But there you go. So that does that mean Chile goes against Brazil? Oh wow, I'm not sure if that's how it works, but maybe that is what that means. But yeah, anyways, I'm rooting for the U.S. and. Another thing, the thing is, between Mexico and the Netherlands, I'm really not sure because, I mean, I would originally sort of think the Netherlands because for whatever reason I chose to go for that. All right, where the hell are we? We're in Canada somewhere, sort of flat prairie-like land. I don't know if it's Saskatchewan, right there. Boom, make the guess. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was pretty close. That was a pretty much pinch guess, 38-71. Okie dokie. Well, let's go to the next round. So yeah, I would usually go for the Netherlands, but the thing about it, Mexico, they are a North American team, and I kind of feel like I want to go for all the North American teams. Is Honduras the only other one too? So that'd be Honduras, Mexico, and the U.S. I mean, I don't know. So I don't know who I would prefer to go for. Tell me down in the comments who should I want to win more between the Netherlands and Mexico pairing. Also, tell me about all the other pairings and who should I go for. Well, I guess that's the only kind of pairing that's been figured out. If number one on Group A gets put against number two on Group B, then that's also been figured out. That'd be Brazil, Chile. But if there are any others. I guess as it happens tomorrow and the day after, that's all going to get sorted out. But yeah, no, I really hope the U.S. advances. I mean, it's probably going to lose against Germany, and Portugal's probably going to win against Ghana. But if the goal difference isn't that much, then the U.S. could still stay in. And I don't really know. I guess if I don't really remember exactly how it goes. I think Portugal's got a big goal deficit, so I should probably be looking, because at this point I've just been not looking. I think we're in Mexico, to be honest. Although we could be in Brazil. Yeah, it looks like it says BR251. Yeah, we're in Brazil. Okay. Well, there you go. We're in Brazil. It's pretty much all I got to know, because I'm just going to make a Brazil guess based on the climate. So yeah, I mean, tell me about the pairings and who I think I should go for. I mean, what else is fun in the World Cup? I mean, it's one of the things going on now. I like talking about that. I think that's it. Steam Summer Sale's going on too. That's also fun. Been not really buying much. I bought Battle Block Theater. Thinking of buying maybe some other games, because this week's This Can't Be Real is just my picks for summer sale games that I haven't played yet. So that doesn't tell me anything. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm picking games that I haven't played yet that I want to play on the summer sale. So I do like an annual summer sale thing. I do an annual. I mean, I did it last year, so I figured might as well do it this year too. And that pretty much wraps it up for the sort of not vlog, but the sort of talky part, podcast part of this episode of GeoGuessr. And now it's time for me to make my final guess. I guess I'm going to go with Brazil. We're in Brazil. I mean, it's pretty darn dry, so we're going to go a little bit middle. I mean, that's really good as far as just point and click right off the big map can go. 380 kilometers, 3902 points. Let's view the summary. 14,775 points on that one. There was a still picture. We were in Armenia. I kind of guess Mongolia. They're not very similar. Sweden got that right. This one, Nevada, I guess Nevada, but we were actually kind of near Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. We were actually in Colorado itself, and then we were in Saskatchewan. I did guess that because Saskatchewan is known in Canada as being very flat, so that's why you can make the guess. If you don't know that about Canada, then you're kind of shit out of luck, really, on figuring that one out, because I mean, you might have been able to look at signs and stuff like that. I just kind of started talking and didn't really end, and then just kind of went. So there you go, 14,775. There's the URL. You can find that down in the description below. I probably should have said that before, but I forgot. So that's fine. I'm just going to copy it so I can at least put it down there for anyone whose eyes wander and click on there by accident. Well, maybe on purpose, because it says take the challenge or something down there. So there you go. That is it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one. Bye.